Hey Coach, my name is Tom Woods. I'm with RII Sports Technology. I appreciate you taking a second to watch this video. This is kind of our attempt to do a quick introduction with you and give you an idea who we are, why we exist, what we're out here doing. You may or may not have heard of us. We've been around working with football programs since about 2014. We actually are part of a parent company, if you will, that is a data company that does a lot of work in the aerospace and defense industry. We work with programs like Lockheed Martin and NASA and Boeing and places like that. We also do a lot of work in the financial world, and we do a lot of work in the sports world. And like I mentioned, since 2014, we've been working with football programs across the country at all levels, from high schools up to and including professional teams, major college football teams, all that. The bottom line is this. We believe we can help you win football games. It's that simple. We came into this part of the world because we had done a lot of work in the aerospace world and in the financial world that was highly successful. And we saw sports as an opportunity where, boy, there's a lot of things you can do with data if you know how to work with data correctly. So we started working with football teams and have had a lot of success helping teams be successful. So the bottom line is we think we can help you win. There's three things that we do for football programs that, you'll see some links here in this video you can go and look at later and kind of get into more details with it. But suffice it to say this, really the key that makes us successful is we can take your data and we can help you get as much out of your film data as is humanly possible. Okay. Now there's some coaches, we're not for everybody, because there's some coaches that, we break down film but may not have a full appreciation for what that film data can do for you. And that's totally fine. I'm very much if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of a guy. So if what you do works, then fantastic. But if you're of the ilk that thinks, boy, there's something in this data, I'm passionate about this data, we're breaking down film, I want to see what's in there. If you're that type of coach, then I think we have some things that would be right up your alley. Specifically, there are a few things we do with this. We create things that are called dashboards for coaches, and I'm not going to, you'll see, again, the links are there. You can go get into more details later. But a dashboard effectively is almost like taking an MRI of your offense or defense. In a heartbeat, you can look at your film data and just, boom, look at it and say, bang, right there is where we're broken. Here's how we fix it. Or here's my opponent, and boom, right there is what he can't handle. I'm going to abuse him with it all day. So it's a way of very quickly seeing your data. That's dashboards we do. We have another offering we have that's called Codebreaker. Codebreaker is tendencies, but tendencies in a way you've probably never seen them before. And again, information's there. We can get into more detail on what Codebreaker is about. But Codebreaker basically is, with 90% accuracy, we can show you hundreds of high probability tendencies that are buried down your film data you never knew were there before. So Codebreaker is a way of if your opponent has a tendency, it'll find it and it'll show it to you. So we do that. We also do what are called Coaches Weekly Briefings, which is basically we take your data, we spin it up into our products, kick it back, but we also kick out these quick videos that are basically a way to start your week each week. We'll have your film data. You can roll in, look at a 20-minute video that says, hey, here's the lay of the land in terms of where this guy can hurt us, how we can beat him. It sets the theme, if you will, of where and how you should focus your attention and efforts in beating a team each week. So those are the types of things we do. Again, there's more detail below. You can get into those and kind of learn more about it. But that's the crux of what we do. But the bottom line that makes us really different, I think, is this. There's really three things. Number one, we're not football coaches. I've never coached down a football in my life. Don't anticipate ever coaching it down a football in my life. Like I mentioned, we're data guys. Now, which I know can also be a double-edged sword, because sometimes people look at the data guys like they don't know anything, get them out of here, which is a fair assessment in many cases, I will agree. But what's unique about that is the fact that we take film data from coaches and we just show them what's in there. We don't come with a preconceived notion or our own coaching baggage that says here's how something should or shouldn't be done. I have no opinion. Half the time I don't know what I'm even looking at, except to say that we can show you things in your data and very quickly say, look right there, that's telling you something. So there's a very objective outsider's view of things while it's still all your data. And that's kind of the second big thing is that from our perspective, what we do, it's all about you, not about us. What we mean by that is we help you see what's in your data. We're not Pro Football Focus or Championship Analytics or Huddle or any of these other places that say, hey, here's our product, you come and morph yourself to understand our world. We simply show you what's in your data. So if if you call something, some formation jackrabbit or something like that, when you see data coming back from us, you're going to see jackrabbit. You're not going to have to interpret or understand some other third-party application. We're just exploding and showing you what's in your own data, which is really a big thing. And then lastly, probably the third most important thing that makes us different, and this is as odd as it may seem, I can pretty much promise you can all afford us. At whatever level you're at, I believe our price points are such that anybody can work with us. Now, and I don't take this as a wrong statement, but you may say, well, okay, what's this guy doing who's an aerospace and defense financial industry guy? What's he doing spinning around with football teams all over the place? the reason we do it is, A, it's a market where we can make a difference. And so the things we do actually do help coaches win. So we're always engaged in wanting to do that, want to do something that means something. So that's why we're here. But so much of what we do is highly automated. So that allows us to do some very, very powerful things at very reasonable price points. Whether you're a high school coach or you're, with a professional football team or you're on the staff at Alabama Crimson Tide, doesn't matter. I think you can afford us at whatever level that you're at. Which is a big thing. Nothing's out of reach, I think, in terms of what we're able to do for you. And I think, without being disrespectful to anybody at any levels, I think if you're a high school coach, a D3 coach, a D2 coach, doesn't matter. I think what you can get with working with us is better analytics, quote unquote. I use that term loosely, but you'll get more information from your film data that can help you win a football game. If you're a high school in the backwoods of Arkansas somewhere, you can get as good or better analytics than they're doing at the University of Arkansas, for that matter, okay, simply by working with us. So, listen, I appreciate the chance to kind of introduce who we are again. You'll see some links down below. By all means, check those out. You can get into more details down there. If you're interested in learning more, you'll see the Contact Us spot there. Go ahead and if you click on that, then you can fill out that form. Let us know that you might be interested. We'll reach out to you. You can send us some. That's the best way to do it, is to send us some of your film data. We'll send you something back you guys can go and take a look at. But I appreciate the opportunity to spend a minute with you. Thank you for taking the time. And again, look forward to the opportunity to speak with you more in the future. Thanks. Take care, Coach. Bye.